the second half. Along with Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen on hand.
Milwaukee's got themselves a lead as we get set to start the third quarter, but this game certainly is up for grabs.
It certainly is, and it's going to take energy and efficiency at both ends of the floor.
Just on the way to the rim, draws the foul. It's called against Knight. And Greg Monroe will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight. And he connects on the first free throw.
Jeff, one of the great stories last year was Milwaukee, going from the worst record in the league to 41 wins in the playoffs. But now the next step is even tougher for them to take.
Absolutely, Mike, but they do have a foundation established. I like the length, I like the aggressiveness, and they've had to improve offensively, and that's what they've hopefully done with the addition of Greg Monroe and Jabari Parker coming back off of knee injury.
Here's the lob. Oh, beautiful pass, and he lays it in.
You can tell both of these teams are completely unselfish with the basketball. Look at the assist total, and you can tell that both teams have learned very well that Sherry is the true joy in this game.
The assist from number 11 gets to the rim, and a foul is called. Milwaukee's shooting 71% from the line tonight.
A good offense is about getting the ball in your best players' hands in their best spots. And then all the great offensive players have a knack for drawing fouls. This great free throw shooter has earned his way to the charity stripe, and that's smart basketball.
Chandler draws the double team, converts on the inside. Tyson Chandler with 6 points and 2 steals.
And what you're seeing here is both teams.
The alley-oop finishes with a slam.
Dribble penetration will always break down your defense. You've got to keep the ball out of the paint. You can't allow it right at the basket for easy shots.
Morris has the double team converge. To the rim, flips that one in.
That's just a nice layup right there.
The assist from number 4, Tyson Chandler.
Jeff, Greg Monroe, one of those old school type of players. He's just one of those guys that fundamentally very sound, gets the job done.
Absolutely. I love his game. You give him the ball on the block, he knows what to do with it. And then he's a good rebounder. I think people forget that he's able to consistently rebound the ball in traffic. This is a nice young player.
The two defenders swarm. Brandon Knight with his 6th assist of the night.
That's nice body control right there on that layup. Good finish.
Screen set nicely. Parker hits for 2.
Milwaukee's shooting 68% from the field here tonight.
And while there are plenty of things you could point to as to why they're winning right now, this is just a matter of great offense. They put a lot of points on the scoreboard.
Puts it up, won't go. The Suns with the offensive rebound to keep it alive.
I really like that. That's good defense, good sound defense protecting the basket in a close game.
Middleton jump shot. Misses the 3.
And much like the first half, we're seeing more misses than makes.
Oh, the putback with authority.
Oh, look at the athleticism exploding up to finish with the hammer.
Monroe's trying to get down low. The screen is set. Carter Williams on the drive, knocks it down. The Bucks up by 5. And they get the 20-second timeout. What's the thinking here?
Listen, they had to use their 20 right here to try to get their game plan defensively more in line to take away the star player. Too many chances, good chances, for the star to get off. That's why the 20 is being used right here.
To the rim, hits the shot. Alex Lenz 2 for 2 from the field.
Sometimes the simplest plays are the hardest ones to execute. Good layup.
Oh, excellent screen. Three-point attempt. Misses from downtown. Inside. No good on the layup attempt.
Driving the ball into the paint is the most important offensive tool in the game. He had a great look. He just missed it.
Lazy pass and a turnover. Curls in. Getting to the basket, a pretty Euro step.
The assist from number 9, Chris Copeland.
Bledsoe draws the double. To the basket. It's good. A two-pointer. Final seconds of the quarter, just flips it up. And that'll do it. 3 quarters complete. As we head to the 4th quarter, Jeff, defense has not exactly been a priority here.
No, and both coaches have to be upset with the opportunities given away. Yes, both teams playing great on offense, but you have to win the game down the stretch by being tougher than your opponent. Neither team has shown physical toughness or mental toughness defensively.
No doubt about it. He hit him. It's called against Knight. That'll be his 2nd personal. Milwaukee 7 for 9 from the line.
Smart basketball, preventing an easy score and putting a poor free throw shooter to the free throw line.
Tries to adjust the shot. It's good. 2-point game. Carter Williams on the drive. Goes for the three-pointer. Not able to hit from downtown.
You know, sometimes it's not your night from downtown. They missed the three-point opportunities they got in the first half, and they have continued to miss.
Chance for a three-point play. Count the basket and the foul, a block called against Len. And Greg Monroe will go to the line. 1 shot to complete the three-point play. Able to hit the free throw, and it's a three-point play.
Terrific concentration to finish the shot and now shoot a free throw.
Antetokounmpo the rebound. He's averaging 6 boards per game this season. And Chris Middleton with a 2-pointer.
Look, you can't give up layups like that. You got to protect the basket and the paint at all costs.
Knight. Oh, can't get it to drop.
Hey, you got to finish strong on those shots. You're right at the basket. You got to put the ball in the hole.
Nobody near him for 3. And Chris Middleton with a nice look from downtown. An 8-0 run for the Bucks. Knight bringing it up here. Ref with the call. Fouled by Carter Williams. And we have a couple of substitutions here.
Number 11, Marquise Morris. Into the game for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Knight jump shot. Bang! Huge three-pointer.
You're not going to see a better possession in the NBA from both sides of the ball. Good defense, good offense. Good offense won out that time.
Throws the lob. Oh, what a play!
What a perfect pass put right on target. You need guys who can make shots under duress and pressure. That was a well-defended possession, but that man stuck it even against the best defense.
Power dribble with the drop step. Bledsoe on the drive. Can't hit.
Getting the ball to the rim is so important to winning basketball. Great offense, great look. Just couldn't knock it in.
Nice move down the lane. And he puts it down.
Oh, that's a sweet finish right there. Dunking the ball with strength and force.
Knight against Carter Williams. Blocked.
Are you kidding me? That's the way to protect the basket.
2 points.
Oh, the onslaught continues. Jeff, this team is desperate for a timeout, right?
This is shocking right here, that they have not broken the momentum by calling a timeout. This is what the weapon of the timeout is supposed to be used for if you're a coach. Break the momentum.
Oh, and he throws it down.
This is an absolute joke. This defense is horrible. You've got to stay between your man and the basket versus getting broken down off the dribble.
Up and in. What a play from Eric Bledsoe.
Outstanding body control and then the ability to still finish and concentrate. I'm sometimes mesmerized by what these athletes can do.
The up and under fools the defense. Parker's off target.
When you defend, you always have a chance to come back and win a game.
Up and in.
You want to keep it
And he turns it over.
That's the last thing they needed right there, Mike. Critical mistake.
Knocks it down. 3-point game. Middleton against Chandler. Puts it down. And there you go. They finally called timeout.
I guess I've coached before. They're finally listening to me. They're calling a timeout. It's necessary. Use your timeouts wisely.
Knight. And here's the double from way downtown. Strong on the offensive glass. Antetokounmpo the rebound. He's averaging 6 boards per game this season. A good look for 2. Oh, he knocks it down. As we wind down this game, timeout called here in the 4th.
Coming out of a timeout in the last minute of the game, many teams would give up in this situation. No, what you have to do is get a quick 3. When you knock that in, immediately set up your defensive pressure and try to force a turnover.
Carter Williams looking to dupe the defense, draws the double team. Oh, what a brilliant move.
If that's the best he can do as a defender, then he has to come out and sit next to me as the coach. You've got to keep the ball handler out on the perimeter and make him take jump shots.
Knight against Carter Williams. Wide open from downtown. Alley-oop. Oh, and he throws it down. A beautiful alley-oop. And here's another look at that amazing dunk. Well worth the replay. Gets a good look. And time runs out. The final score is 77-68. For Jeff Van Gundy and our entire EA Sports crew.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bucks finished with a narrow victory on the scoreboard.
Player of the game.
Greg Monroe is a great pick for this award. He led all players in points, providing the kind of offense that could not be contained. Just look at these highlights and tell me you don't agree. Apparently, it wasn't enough for him to finish the game as the leader in points. He also had to make every shot he took, and that's worthy of every compliment.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays.
Number 3. Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports.